This is James Tivao, and you're watching the Daygo Sports Show.
This is San Diego. Hungry for them pesos. Maybe you should stay close. They know. Say, hey bro. Every day they know. Waving as the day goes by.
Welcome back to Daygo Sports Show. Today we travel to Madison High School and are proud to introduce superstar student athlete James Tivao. This amazingly talented athlete has utilized his skills to place himself amongst the top players in the city. His instinct, knowledge, speed, strength, and explosiveness have made him into a virtual cheat code for his teams. Boasting some of the highest numbers in the city, he has led his teams to success from youth football, track, and high school football. Outstanding on both sides of the football and also inside and outside of the classroom. He is now committed to attend Sacramento State, where he will continue on his path of ever-mounting accomplishments.
At the Daygo Sports Show here at the Madhouse, Madison High School, with James Tivao, the young Oos, two-time All-CIF first-team linebacker, Western League co-defensive player of the year in 2022, committed to Sacramento State. So thank you for your time and allow me an opportunity to be here with you to help you share your story. So, we want to start off with, since we're back here, first memory that popped up in your mind on from this field now that you got back here.
First memory that pops up is definitely my first game as a freshman playing St. Augustine. Just nerves rush through your body. You can never get that feeling back, as a freshman. So that's probably one of the first memories that pop up in my head. Just having that adrenaline rushing and coming out into the field, and it was a fun game that day. I had a great time at the freshman.
So talk to us about youth football. So was youth football the only sport you played?
Nah, I had ran track for Coach Hanif. He was and for Havoc, he was and Coach Lauren.
Shout out Coach Hanif and Coach Lauren.
Yes. They were there for me on the track, and I was playing football for the Bonita Bucks in Bonita. And, it was a great organization, Bonita. They really prepped us to do bigger things outside of the football field. Really prepped us as a man, and I'm just really thankful I had that background and the opportunity to play for them, because they really prepared me for the next level. And shout out all the coaches at Bonita for preparing me. Yeah.
So what's some of the best memories you have from Bonita Buccaneers days?
Some of the best memories was definitely being around the team. We did a lot of team bonding. So really just being around the guys and traveling different states. We went to Florida, stuff like that. So just being around each other. That was one of my favorite memories, just being around each other.
And you guys won Q Bowl?
Yeah, we won 5-6 times, I think, in a row.
Yeah. Amazing accomplishment.
Yeah.
So talk to us about the challenges, like your freshman year, but COVID hit, so you don't have a season in fall 20. Then they say, hey, we're getting ready to have a season in spring 21. Talk to us about that feeling.
It was a tough feeling. Integrity definitely played a big role, because obviously we couldn't go outside, we couldn't be with the team. So a lot of the stuff you did was on you. That's when a lot of people was coming back bigger and stuff. So a lot of the coaches really put into our heads that we have to be training and have to be doing the right stuff. But we made it work. We hopped on Zoom. It was a little different. It was weird not being in the weight room or working out in front of the team physically. So just being on Zoom, it was a weird transition from COVID to sophomore year without having to do everything on Zoom. But it was fun. It was weird, but I got used to it. It was good though. A lot of good memories.
I can imagine how that process made the team kind of gel. Your group of incoming freshmen.
Yeah.
You guys had an amazing bond from freshman year all the way to senior year.
Mm-hmm.
which you're graduating in summer in June.
Yeah.
So, from your experience here at Madison, what is your favorite game?
Favorite game?
Yeah.
On
this field first.
On this field.
Yeah.
Favorite game? Probably when we played Patrick Henry.
Talk to us about that game.
My freshman year, because we came into overtime.
I was here for that game too, right there. Yeah, I remember that.
It was my favorite memory because I played with not only Martell, I played with my cousin Jonah.
Shout out Jonah.
Yeah, Jonah and my oldest cousin. I've never played football with him until high school, and that's when I scored my first touchdown too.
Okay.
So
we're gonna touch on that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my favorite game.
Favorite game. So you touched on your first touchdown. So it was in that double overtime game against Patrick Henry. Talk to us about your first touchdown, how that happened, that whole process.
It was a memorable feeling. Like I can't explain it. It was just running into the end zone, seeing the refs stand for us, looking at my cousins. Like it was crazy. I'm really playing with this, and I really scored my first touchdown in high school. It's different from coming from youth to high school. That jump is a big difference. Not high school, but varsity football.
Yeah.
So scoring and me like, man, I scored varsity. It was a memorable feeling. And that night was crazy.
And you being here freshman year, you score. You guys have a close-knit team. You were a young team. Took some bumps and bruises, overcoming that youth.
Yeah.
Ran into some juggernaut teams along the way.
Yeah.
What was the toughest competition for you during your time here in high school for Madison?
Cathedral.
Cathedral?
The 2020 year team. Yeah.
Oh, was that the Lucky Sutton?
No, the 2022 year team.
That Lucky Sutton?
Yeah. That was the toughest. They had like Jackson Owen on them. That was definitely a tough game.
And you are in the toughest division in San Diego, or that's debatable, but this is definitely 1A or 1B the toughest, the Western League, with Lincoln, Madison, Saints, Cathedral, and then whoever else comes in and out that fourth spot. Talk to us about the feeling of the accomplishment of knowing that you, in 2022, co-defensive player of the year with Josiah Cox. Shout out JoJo. He was an amazing player as well. And first team all CIF, that's like no joke. A lot of guys, you're a middle linebacker, first team all CIF in one of the hardest divisions. So talk to us about competing in the Western League.
The Western League, first off, like you said, it's a tough league. You got a lot of kids that go in and out D1. It's a tough division to play in, but it for sure makes you better because of all the tough athletes out there. There's a lot of competitiveness that goes around the field, and just being able to share the field with different players and knowing that they're gonna go do bigger things and we're gonna go do bigger things. It's crazy because it's just like, college is 4 or 5 years and it's the NFL. So just thinking about that, it's crazy just being able to be on the field and share the field is honor, and being able to go against these different players in the Western League is a big thing, and it's a lot of competition for sure. It definitely prepares you for the next level for sure.
What was your ultimate drive or motivation to achieve a high level of success on the playing field? Because again, you are one of the top linebackers coming out of high school this year, with the resume to prove it.
Yeah.
So what motivated you? What drove you?
Just remembering who I do it for, my family, God, just being blessed, and just remembering who I do it for, my family, and being able to play on the field, and just doing it for the seniors too, as a young, coming junior, sophomore, freshman, just playing for the seniors and playing for something that's bigger than yourself, And that's definitely what drives me. It keeps me in a steady head, and I'm gonna just keep going through this path. God is bigger for me, so that's definitely what motivates me.
You touched on your family. Talk to us about how much your family means. I know your dad, Coach Pisa. Shout out Coach Pisa, is a big part of your life, along with your mom, and your family. But talk to us about that dynamic of your dad, being there, and your parents supporting you and help coaching you along the way.
Yeah, so having my dad on the field it wasn't easy. You know how dads are they're supposed to be hard. So just having my dad on the field definitely kept me on my my 10, and just having him on the sideline, and he always gives me that look, like it's go time, So having him on the field gives me extra little boost, that I need. But just knowing that he's there, it puts like a mentality in my head, like just it's go time, it's time to go. So just having my dad on the field, and then being able to score, or make tackles, or block for my teammates, stuff like that, and looking at the stance, like you see my mom there, just like. I'm doing this, so yeah, it's an honor.
Well, they raise a good young man, a lot of selfless characteristics about you. You're a team guy. Watch you ball these last 2 years here, being an announcer, being at the road games. I gave him the nickname the General.
Yeah.
And student athlete. Touch on that. Off the field, some of the what the GPA looking like. Off the field, because it's all about student then athlete.
Yeah, 3.5. So just trying to maintain that, just being in that range, 3.5 range, and just being in that range it's definitely going to open up a lot of doors. That's what a lot of coaches say. Just having a good GPA can open up many doors. Not only just for football, but for school as well. Because school is the main factor in sports and stuff. Just having that school and just being good in academics is a major factor in playing football and whatever sports you do. Just being in the classroom, just raise your hand if you need help, and just trying to be a good student, just sitting in the front 3 rows, and just keeping a good academic, keeping a steady head in the books.
And since we're real quick on the school, favorite teacher, favorite class, or either one.
Favorite teacher,
at Madison, or favorite class from 9th to 12th grade, whatever.
I can't really give a favorite class, but it's because the teachers. But favorite teacher is definitely Miss Barrett and Miss Loyce. They're my favorite teachers.
And give us a short version of why those teachers are your favorite.
Because they never have a bad attitude. Every time I come in, they always have a good attitude. And that's important. You always want to have a good attitude because what's in the past is in the past. You can't hold that and carry it on to the next day. So every time I come into the room, they always have a good smile and get great energy. So that's why they're my favorite teacher, and they always help me whenever I need help. Even when I don't, they always ask, if I need help. They always keep me on my stuff. They always keep me on track, and that's important. You need someone like that. You need a teacher like that to keep you on track. So, my favorite teacher.
And what is one last thing about Madison football? Why did you pick number 20? What's the big significance to that number for you? Because that was the number you wore all 4 years, correct?
Yeah. Number 20. It was weird how it came about. I've been number 5 my whole life. Like everyone knows I've been number 5 my whole life. From youth, coming into high school, but. My freshman year, being a freshman, you don't get dibs on first numbers. That's like number 1 rule, obviously, because the seniors, they're gonna go for the best numbers. Everyone knows that on the football.
Single digits.
Yeah,
right.
Everyone knows for the single digits, and it was weird because I was gonna get number 5 because Sean Webb.
Shout out Sean Webb.
Yeah, y'all know who Sean is. Yeah. He was gonna get number 2, but people were saying he was getting number 5, so I was like, Coach Jackson had texted me. All these numbers I opened, I seen 20, and I was like, shoot, I might go 20. Because I was 22 for like 1 year in youth football. So I'm like, 22 close to 20, so I should go 20. And I made a big stamp on that number. I left my mark.
And you spoke up Coach Jackson. Shout out Coach Jackson. Talk to us about, how Coach Jackson impacted you in your 4 years here at Madison.
Coach Jackson impacted me obviously on the football field, but he impacted me outside of the football field. Just holding. He always held me accountable and stuff. And Coach Jackson's a great guy. He's a great dude. He has a lot of energy. Every time he comes on the football field, he always has energy and always gives us a boost of confidence. And he definitely played a big role because, as a youngin, you don't know no better.
Right.
And obviously we're human, so we don't know no better. and he always kept me on the right track, and always, just telling me, what's right and what's wrong, especially on the football field and off the football field. Kept me good in my books too, and just make sure I was on my stuff. So Coach Jackson played a big role in my life, and I'm truly thankful I was able to play for him all my 4 years.
And so let's segue into college. This young man, student athlete, accepted and committed to Sacramento State for football. So what other, of all the schools that were looking at you and that you could have selected it from, what was the reason that you selected Sacramento State? What about that college and institute stood out to you?
Sacramento State stood out to me. On the football side, it stood out to me because they're a winning school. They got a winning program, and the coaches there are just really they really show loyalty. Like I said, when I committed and put the hat on, I said that they tell me what I need to hear rather than tell me what I want to hear. So they didn't talk about the facilities. They didn't talk about any of that the show and tell stuff. They told me the real. They kept it real with me, and that's something that stood out to me because a lot of colleges the facilities stand out to a lot of players, but it really came down to the coaches just being a part of me and my family's life too. And Sac State, they were there for me when a lot of colleges were coming around. They always kept in contact with me and would always text me, call me, and just always send stuff to me. And I really appreciate that because it showed me that they have true loyalty for me, and that's something I was willing to commit to and show the loyalty back to it.
So you get off the plane, first impression, first time you're in Sacramento, first impression of Sacramento.
First impression, Cali vibes,
Nice.
It's definitely, it wasn't like home, They had a lot of free land open, but it was definitely, they remind me of home. Just like they had their little downtown. We got our downtown, but the downtown kind of gave the same vibes as like over here. But it was in Cali, so I still had that Cali lingo.
Right.
Everyone still know what the Cali stuff. So,
Right.
Yeah, that was my first impression.
And I know there's the Cali. I know they gotta have good taco shops. Ain't nothing like Daygo taco shops.
Yeah.
So the taco shops is up there.
Yeah.
So you still got some Cali links to the food up there.
Yeah.
So, to what I want to know is what advice would you give to incoming freshmen that are 8th grade getting ready to come 9th grade that want to come to Madison, or just even the youngsters behind you that you're leaving out graduating that are still going to be here? What advice would you give the younger student athletes?
Advice I would give is just be confident in yourself, and just always have that mindset that it's gonna get lonely, like it's gonna get lonely at the top, and you have to be able to get used to that, because coming in you make a lot of friends, and friends play a big role in your life. So just always remind yourself that you got to work on yourself, before anyone, you have to put your trust in yourself before you put your trust in someone else, So just having that confidence in yourself, it's gonna lead onto the field too, So just keep working, stay in the weight room, and just keep working, have your head down, don't feel like you have it all in your hands, because a lot of athletes, everyone knows you get complacent, we get complacent in our lives at some point. So just remind yourself, that you have to still work, because you don't have it yet, so just keep working and just put your faith and trust in God, because he'll definitely take you.
This is an amazing time and opportunity that we had just now. I'm thankful that you shared part of your journey that leading you up to this point, where a few more months you graduate high school and you're off to Sacramento State for the next part of your journey. So I want to thank James Tivao for his time, and did an amazing job, young man, and best of luck along the way.
Appreciate you.
All right, Joe.
Faith, family, and football. This is the foundation that has guided this young man to victory. In a career that has already left an outstanding mark on achievement, this is only the beginning. As he prepares to study kinesiology at Sacramento State, it is obvious that his goals reach beyond the football field. He has proven that he is up for the challenge. His focus, talents, knowledge, and faith have all been tested, but have only gotten stronger with each engagement. May God continue to light his path to success.
You go out and make a name right now. Start that James Tivao talk, you understand?
What's going on? I'm Mike, say what's up. What's up, Mike? Hey, run! Hey, Patrick, run! All right, chill. Run. Jungle. I'm on that. All right, touchdown. Yeah, game right there, man.
This is James Tivao, and you're now tuned into Matrix Sports.
Matrix ENT.